Hello there, it's Sarah from PaperLovely. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be using two Mama Elephant stamp sets. The first is me and my Yeti, and the second is coordinating. It's called Sentiments from a Yeti. So to start off here, I'm going to use my MFT Blueprints 32 frame die, and I'm going to cut two of those out of Bristol cardstock. Then I'll cut another half frame out of Bristol cardstock, and from those I'm going to trim out two hillsides using the Lawn Fawn stitched hillside border dies. So on that panel of Bristol cardstock that I have left, I'm going to stamp out my image, and I'm doing a bit of layered stamping today. So because I want the banner to be in the front, I'm going to have to stamp that first. So here I'm going to stamp that, and I'm using Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. And then for this image, I've just laid the Yeti on top there, and I can see that the only place it's going to overlap are on those flags at either end. So rather than stamp this out and cut it from masking paper, I'm going to go ahead and use some Post-it tape, and I'll just trim that to the width of those banners and place one on either end. And then I can stamp my Yeti on top of that, and it'll look as though he's behind those flags. So now that I've got that stamped, I'm going to go ahead and peel away that Post-it tape, and you'll see it looks as if the flags are in front of the Yeti. Next, I'm going to line up this Merry Sentiment, and I'll go ahead and stamp that in the center of the flags. So when I ordered this stamp set, I accidentally ordered a second copy, and rather than return it, I thought I would offer it as a hidden giveaway. So all you have to do to enter for this is leave me a comment below letting me know your favorite holiday movie. I will choose a winner on Friday, December 22nd at 2 p.m. and I'll announce the winner shortly after. I'm going to do just a little bit of simple coloring on this image, and for that I'm using my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. I will have the exact numbers that I used listed in my blog post for you. I wanted to give this Yeti a little bit of a snow shimmer, so I'm going to use my Spectrum Noir shimmer pen just to add a little bit of glitter to him. Next, I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut all around this image. I wanted to add a little bit of shimmer to my snowy hillside, so I'm going to go along just the very top edge of that stitched border using a Zig two-way glue pen. And then I'll go ahead and add some distressed rock candy glitter. For my Yeti, I wanted to add an actual string to go across this banner. So here I'm taking one of my sewing needles and I'm just poking holes through my cardstock. I'm putting holes at the beginning and end of each of the flags and then 2 holes at the end of each paw. And what I'm going to do is take this red and white baker's twine and I'm just going to back stitch this through all of the holes so I get a continuous line all the way across the flags. So now that I'm finished, I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow on either end. There you just saw me pulling the end of the string that was towards the back of the Yeti forward to the front. Here I'm going to take an additional piece of this baker's twine. I'll tie a knot at the end of it and then I'll pull that through from the back to the front of the paw. So I have both strands on the front side of the Yeti. Then I'm just going to knot that and I'll tie it into a little bow. I'm going to spare you the majority of my bow tying skills there and skip ahead. But now that I've got something that I'm happy with, I'm going to use one of those tiny glue dots so I can secure that so it's not going anywhere. And then I'll go ahead and repeat the same thing on the other paw. And now I can finally create my scene. So I'm going to take my tallest hillside and I'll place that on top of my card base. I'm using some ATG gun there. And then the smaller hill I wanted to pop up, so I'm going to place some Scotch foam tape behind that. Then I decided I also wanted to pop up the Yeti. So here I'm using some Stampin' Up! Foam dots and I'll just place those all over the back of him. And then at that point I realized I had fussy cut him, but I forgot to go around the outside edge. So I'm using my Memento Tuxedo Black marker just to go around all the edges to give a nice clean black line, and it is amazing the difference it makes if you will do that. I wanted to create a snowy background similar to the one I did in the video yesterday, so I'm using my Uniball Signo White gel pen to just put some snowy dots on the background, and then I'll again use some of those snowflakes that I got from Target and I'll attach those just scattered around the background using my multi-matte medium. Finally, I'm going to peel away the backing on my foam dots and then I will go ahead and place the Yeti on the scene. For the inside of my card, I'm using a Nina panel trimmed to 4x5 1/4. And I'm going to stamp out this sentiment, wishing you an unbelievably awesome holiday, using some Lawn Fawn Mermaid ink. I'll attach that on the inside of my card using my ATG gun. and that will complete the card. You can find additional photos as well as a full list of supplies at my blog post, linked in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment or a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.